The Adventures of Man Sponge and Boy Patrick and What Ray is Shrinking. Chapter 4, Zap, Part 1. SpongeBob looked at the belt and his eyes got big with wonder. "Mermaid Man's secret utility belt," he said. "The emblem of submersible justice. For 65 years, this belt has helped prevent the fall of nations and pants. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually holding it in my hands." SpongeBob started thinking about all of the amazing Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy adventures that featured the secret utility belt. There was one in particular that he remembered very well. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were surrounded by bad guys: the Dirty Bubble, Man Ray, Jumbo Shrimp, and the Atomic Flounder. "We're in a pickle this time, Barnacle Boy!" cried Mermaid Man. "Yep, we're in a jam for sure," agreed Barnacle Boy. Then a voice rang out. "Pickles taste terrible with jam." It was Man Sponge and his faithful sidekick, Boy Patrick. They had arrived to help Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy defeat the villains. "Thank Neptune you're here, Man Sponge," gushed Mermaid Man. "These criminals have us outnumbered, and it's almost time for lunch." "Stop stalling," growled the Dirty Bubble. "Surrender or fight. It's up to you." "But hurry," Man Ray snarled. "It's almost time for lunch." "I just said that," Mermaid Man protested. Then he turned to Man Sponge and whispered, "How do you think we should handle these ruffians? Got any brilliant ideas?" "Brilliant ideas are the only kind Man Sponge has," Boy Patrick said enthusiastically. Man Sponge smiled. "Thanks, Boy Patrick." Then he concentrated, using all the power of his tremendous brain. "Well," he said to Mermaid Man, "you could use your utility belt." "Excellent plan," Mermaid Man cried. He looked down at his belt. "Now, let's see. Which ray should I use? The heat ray, the cold ray, or the tanning ray?" I don't think tanning the bad guys is going to help," Barnacle Boy said. "How about the blast ray?" Man Sponge suggested. "And quickly!" Boy Patrick added. The villains were closing in. "You got it, Bucky," Mermaid Man said. He pressed a button on his belt. Wham! A shock wave blasted out around the heroes. It left the good guys unharmed, but knocked the bad guys far, far away. "That's the ticket!" Barnacle Boy shouted, clapping his hands with glee. "Thank you, Man Sponge," Mermaid Man said, shaking his head. "We couldn't have done it without you. If anyone deserves to borrow this belt anytime they want to, it's you." "At least that's the way I remember it," SpongeBob thought, as his mind returned to the present. "Well, I guess I should return the belt." He started to walk in the direction Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy had driven. Suddenly, he had a change of heart. He turned on his heel and sprinted back to the Krusty Krab. Wearing the belt, he slammed the kitchen door shut and leaned up against it. "Or maybe not," he said, giggling mischievously. "I could just hold on to it until after work," he said, talking himself into it. SpongeBob looked down at the belt fastened around his square pants. All alone with Mermaid Man's belt. Ooh, I wonder what this button does. Zap! Stay tuned for chapter 5 coming up soon.